All right, quick poll. Do you like the beach, dogs, or cats? Now, I feel like the second two, you're probably like, well, duh, I found your channel. I love pets. Like, this is why I'm here. Well, I love that, first off. But second, the reason why I asked about the beach is because the beach is what inspired today's pet product. It's going to be really, really cool. I think you're going to love it. So before I get into it, my name is Caitlin. I'm a pet blogger from Central Florida, and I love sharing product reviews, enrichment ideas for dogs and cats, and canine fitness. So if any of that sounds really awesome to you, make sure to hit the subscribe button because I share awesome videos every single week, and I'm so excited you're here. All right, let's get into it. So the brand that I discovered is called Sand Dipper, and they're originally known for beach combing, which if you've never heard of that, if you've ever been to the beach, you know when people are collecting seashells, and sometimes they'll actually use like those long, like adjustable sticks, and it has like a metal basket at the end so they can just scoop up and, you know, grab things as they go. Well, that's what they make. So if you think about it, tying that into pets, it's kind of like a giant kitty litter sift, right? Because that's kind of what you're doing on the beach. You're sifting through all the sand to get the shells. Well, that's what they created. They have that line for the beach, and they're all over. And then they decided to create a pet line. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today, because it's actually really cool and really ingenuitive. And then at the end of this video, they just launched a brand new product that just came out. Like, I mean, really just came out. It's honestly something that I'm like, man, I wish I would have thought of that because it's genius. It's like stupid genius. Like, I'm like, man, I really should have thought of that. So definitely check out the end. That's going to be for all my dog parents. So that's, you know, I know a lot of people here are similar to myself where you have both dogs and cats in your household. So that's why I wanted to pair this with this, because I really think it's a very unique thing and you guys are going to love it. So let's start with the cat products. So their basket style for their beach combing, many of them actually, they're kind of like this here. This is stainless steel and it has a rounded basket. Well, they decided to make this easier for cat litter scooping because if you think about it, you kind of need this little edge here to go up against like the walls of your litter box or stuff like that. So they have 3 different sizes, and I have the other ones over here I'm going to show you. So they have their scoop, junior, and medium or mid-size, and that one's adjustable. But they have different basket sizes. So as you can see, they have these 2 here, and again, I think I said they're stainless steel. They have 2 different sizes. Now, depending on like the size of your cat, like, you know, or how quick you want to clean something up may determine kind of what basket size you would prefer. But what I like about this style, if you've never used this type of style of cat litter sifter before, the reason why it's so helpful is because, you know, classic litter box like sifters, which, you know what, I have one over here. Let me grab it. I'm going to show you. So obviously, please don't judge that it's dirty because it just is. But, you know, this type of scooper, it's not efficient. You know how you always like you scoop and you have to shake and shimmy the stuff out, and it's honestly, it's so time consuming and it's just not fun. This sifter is very outdated. I only still have this because when I put new litter, I have 2 litter boxes. I have a smart litter box and then the regular one that we're going to show you today because of, you know, the cat rule. You'll try to have a litter box per cat. Sometimes I'll use this to kind of push the litter back in there. It's just what I do. I just didn't get rid of it. So there's this classic style there. And that you always do have to do that shaking. With this style, and I'm going to do a demo, with this style, what's great is you can literally scoop and everything comes out but the waste. Like it looks like a waterfall of your cat litter and then the waste stays right in here and it's so efficient. Like I don't know about you, I hate cleaning the litter box. And it's so funny because I ride horses and you have to clean their stall every day and I don't mind doing that. But I hate doing the litter box with a passion. But I don't mind it as much when I can use something like this because it's literally one and done. Whoops, I nailed it. Cheers. It's one and done. And depending on like the size cat you have or how much, you know, they go or stuff like that, like you might not need the bigger size, or like if they just do a little bit throughout the day, you could get like the smaller size. Or if you do have like maybe a couple cats that are going in and out and you want to get things done quick, you can use this bigger one and you can probably scoop out like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like between like 4 to 6 things just in this one scoop. And to me, that is so efficient. And because that like actual litter flows through it, you're not being as wasteful either. Because I also feel like that other sifter sometimes it gets caught at kind of this little back end here because it just sits there. And you just end up losing some stuff that you paid for, which I don't want to do. So these are the 2 basket sizes. This is the smallest size, which is their scoop. And they all have like these little handles. So like you can actually like hold on to it too, which I think is kind of nice. And then I'm going to show you the junior size. Again, they have the 2 baskets right here. And the difference between these next ones is the length. So I'm gonna just keep this small one here just because it's easier. So this one in itself reaches 27 inches. So it's just a little over 2 feet. So this is what's cool about this. This is where I'm going with this. So say you have someone that is older. Say you had someone that had an injury or is recovering from something. Say you have someone who's pregnant, like my neighbor above. I immediately thought of this for my neighbor, and the product I'm going to show you at the end, I really thought for my neighbor. You're going to love that. Seriously, stay tuned. But this already starts to help alleviate. So like if you have back problems or issues, you can just reach down and scoop. And because it is that stainless steel, it's durable and it's sturdy. So you don't have to think about it breaking or being flimsy. Like this is like, see, that is heavy duty. And it has the nice comfort handle here too. It's nice rubber grip. So you don't have to feel like it's gonna slip out of your hand. You can just scoop and go. And again, they have the 2 basket sizes and it's just really helpful. Now, if you need even more length than that, this is the mid size, and I'm gonna use the bigger one here just because it's, you know, I feel like it gives you a good view. So this one goes from 29 to 41 inches for the reach. And all you have to do to actually like extend it and make it longer is see this little thing right here. You actually just pull it out to the side and extend, and then you lock it back in place. So it's really easy to use. And again, now you have up to 41 inches. That is really long. That is almost 4 feet to reach in and go. And honestly, I really kind of thought of this for my parents, mostly my dad. I mean, my mom has, you know, health stuff too, but like not like my dad. My dad had hip surgery, you know, end of last year, and then he's gonna have knee surgery this summer. And they have a cat too, and it's kind of funny because it's supposed to be my dad's cat, and like to some extent it is, but it loves my mom, and my mom likes cats, but she's just more of the dog person, and that cat loves her so much. It cracks me up. So sometimes, you know, they split the chores, right? You know, but something like this would be so helpful for them, especially since the type of litter box they have, I think, just like a little top load so they can just pull off the lid and just reach in, and this would be amazing. So I just think this is so ingenuitive for people in different life stages, and it's something that you can always have on hand if you need it, and it's really helpful. And then again, depending on what size you get, like say you wanted to try out a couple sizes and maybe one of them was too short, just keep it and go to the beach, you know? So they also have waste bags for the litter box too, and they have 2 different ones. So they have like a tall size and kind of a more regular size. So the box that has 50 bags in it, which is this one right here, and they even have cute little cats on it. This one is 10 by 14.5 inch, and this box here has 35 bags, and it's 10 by 20.5 inches. So these are taller in like length. So depending on like how much you need to fill or something like that will kind of determine how much or what size maybe you'll need. Or if you just know that like, oh, well, that size bag's perfectly fine, I'll just do this. I think it really just depends on how, let's be honest with ourselves, how often we're cleaning the litter box. You should be doing it daily. I understand that life happens and sometimes it's every 2 days. Like I'm not here to judge because I've had that happen before. So now what I'd love to do is actually, I'm going to show you guys a demo of how this works, and I'm going to use, I'll use just one of these scoops. I'll use this one, and then I'm going to use the adjustable one so you can actually see. I'm going to like adjust it all the way. I'm going to stand up, and I'll grab one of the bags here too. That way you can really see how it works, and then I'm going to show you the exciting product at the end. I was about to say the name. I was like, no, I want to keep it a surprise because I think you're really going to love it. So let's get into the demo. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to start with this scooping size just because I figured a close-up of this would be really helpful because there actually is a decent amount in here from just, honestly, an hour ago. And then I'm going to change the angle of this so you can actually see it with the big one. I'm just going to basically put everything back in. So because there's a lot of waste, I thought it would be great to grab the larger basket. And then I also grabbed one of the tall bags. And something else I didn't mention, they do have handles, which makes it really convenient at the end when you just want to tie it up and go. But it's really, they're pretty long, and this is actually really thick. It's like thicker than I feel like, you know, I feel like many times growing up, I'd always use like a Walmart bag or a Publix bag or something to throw the cat's waste in. This is a lot nicer. I don't feel like it's gonna rip apart with a lot of waste in here. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. I'm gonna open that a little bit, and we're gonna get into it. So I wanna see if I can do everything in one scoop. Oh, that was so fast. That was close. I just have more covered or ground to cover. Oh, there we go. And I think I can get the last bit. My dog's nose is right there. She knows she's not allowed to have this. Silly girl. All of that in one scoop. And then, ready? Put it in there. And you're done. That is literally it. So now I'm going to put this, it seems so counterintuitive. I'm going to put it back in there and I'm going to show you guys how it works with the longer scooper too. All right, so now I've got my adjustable scooper. This is the medium or the mid-length one that goes up to the 41 inches. Perfect. You're gonna see my dog Annie. I've tried to position her so many times and she was like, no. So see already how much I can already grab? I don't want to walk towards you and then just have all this in your face. But I can easily get all of this, there we go, in one scoop. I'm gonna put it in here. And I feel like stuff like this, I think I missed one, yeah. Stuff like this does take like some practice. Like no one's gonna be an expert of this necessarily on the first try. But that literally was so easy. And now all I have to do, tie the bag shut, and I'm done. This is awesome, super easy. So now let's check out the really cool new product that I was telling you guys about at the beginning of the video. Okay, so I think I want to show you actually up close first of how this new product works. I'm going to tell you all about it here, and then we're going to do a second demo just to see it, because I think it's just going to be a little bit easier this way so you can see it up close and see how the mechanics work. So they launched a product called the Up Bowl, and this was really cool to me. This was something where every year I go to this big event. I share about it here all the time. It's Global Pet Expo. And this was something I was extremely excited about because, again, it was one of those things where I was like, why didn't I think of that? And I thought of so many people that it would be helpful for. Neighbors, my parents, family members, like all this stuff. And I was like, this is actually very clever. So how it works is when you buy the Up Bowl, you get 2 bowls. And before I show you the third part, I'm going to show you this. You get that and a pole. See how this has this little kind of like cross center right there? How this works, and I have the pole right here, is this has a matching end to it. So what you do, and again, this also extends, this actually goes up to 3 feet, which is really helpful. You basically just put this in there, you turn it, and it picks it up. Put it back down, unlock it, and it pulls right out. Imagine if, like, again, I thought of my pregnant friend. I was just like, imagine being able to use this to pick up her dog's bowl and feed her dog throughout the day when she's, you know, at the point that I'm actually recording this, she's in her 3rd trimester. Like bending over and doing activities is not only hard, but it's exhausting. And also my parents, my dad has his knee surgery coming up. My mom, sometimes, you know, she's on her feet all day. Sometimes the last thing she wants to do is bend over and reach for things. Something like this would be a game changer for them. Like I love that. Even my neighbor who used to have like a husky, this would have been great for her because she's older. She's in her 70s. This would have been so nice for her. It's just, you know, the ideas of who this would be helpful for is just, you know, endless. So I feel like, you know, I feel like I did a demo here. I feel like you can see how it works. So what I'll do is I'm going to do one more here. Plug it in, turn, and then it's there. And put it down to take it out. And then that's it. Like so flippin' easy and helpful. And again, this does extend. I'll go ahead and open it. Here we go. This does extend to the, to the 3 feet. That's so funny. Here, hold on. There we go. I extended it so far it came right out. But this is really, really clever in my opinion. And I think it's just so smart that they did this. So, oh, and also too, before I forget too, these bowls are made of BPA free, like food grade plastic, and they're dishwasher safe. So even more, you know, beneficial. You stick it in, put it in the dishwasher, put it back down, and you're done. So again, it's so smart, it's so clever, and it does have that nice grip handle too, so you have comfort and you don't have to worry about anything. And actually too, it has this nice little strap. Everything, like I shared earlier, has a strap, but especially if you really want to have that added security, you're good to go. So that is today's product review. I hope you guys loved it. I was really excited about recording this just because, again, I love what they've created. I think it's just very helpful. And I feel like nowadays, like depending on what happens in your life, whether you get hurt as we age, like we need things that allow us to keep being great pet parents for our animals. And stuff like this helps make that happen. So I hope you guys love this. Definitely check out their website and their products. I'm going to link everything below. The Up Bowl is on Amazon. They have all these other products on their website. If they're on Amazon too, I'm going to link that below. You'll see everything there. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you have a awesome day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.